I'm 26 years old, and for the past 21 years, I have lived in a prison that nobody else can see. Since I was 5, I have been the wet kid. I have lived with hyperhidrosis in my palms, my feet, and my underarms. And during the best years of my life, during my late teens and my early 20s, I stayed in shadows. I lived like a monk mode, but not the kind of you see on YouTube. I wasn't doing it to get ahead. I was doing it because I was a coward. If you are watching this and you are 19, 20, or 22, and you feel like you were born defective, I know your soul. I know the shame. But I'm here to tell you the very thing that you feel like is your curse is the only reason you are ever going to be a king. Because most men wake up and life is easy. They walk into that room, they shake that hand, and they sit down. They don't have to think twice. Those men are weak, they are soft. Why? Because they never had to fight their own nervous system just to buy that cup of coffee. For us, every day is a war because we need to calculate every fabric, every temperature change, and every social interaction. Even we have to manage our own heart rates just like a fighter pilot just to look normal. That is training. While the dry guys were being comfortable, we were learning how to endure. We were learning how to keep our eyes locked on the target while our hands were dripping sweat. We have been wearing a biological weight vest since childhood. And do you know what happens when you train with a weight vest for over 20 years and then you finally decide to act? You lap everyone. You have a level of mental endurance and stoicism that a normal person can't even imagine. Hyperhidrosis isn't my glitch, it's my furnace. It forced me to become more disciplined than just to survive. Now I'm using that same discipline to conquer. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not a millionaire yet. I don't have an athletic body yet. I haven't achieved all the goals I want. But here's the difference between me and the guy I was at 20 years old. I have stopped waiting to be dry to start living. For years, I told myself, once I get the cure, then I'll chase the money. Once I get dry, then I'll talk to that girl. But my friend, that moment never came. And if you are thinking same, stop this now because this is a loser mindset. After years, I have realized that I would rather be a man in the arena, soaking wet, failing, getting rejected, than being a dry man hiding in his middle class bedroom. I am pushing for my income goals. I am forcing myself to get back on the dating world, knowing that my hands might be wet on the first date. But let me tell you something. The moment you start repressing it, the power shifts. I'm no longer the sweaty guy who's trying to hide it. Now, I am an ambitious man who's building his empire despite his biology. Now, let's get one thing straight. I'm not here telling you just deal with it. I'm not telling you that dripping wet hands are fine. They aren't. They are fucking terrible. It's a biological nightmare that can paralyze your social life if you let it. This is why treatment is not optional. If you are an ambitious man, you treat your body like a high performance machine. If the engine is overheating, you fix the cooling system. You just don't wait and hope that it gets better. You manage it. I spend time and money on treatments every single day. Not because I am ashamed, but because I am a professional. And I refuse to let a malfunctioning sweat gland be the reason my family stays poor. So you better control your biology first, and then you can conquer the environment. Now the question is, why am I doing this? I have a family to retire, and every year I spent in my room because I was too sweaty to network. I stole from their retirement. Your condition is not an excuse to stay poor. You have to become so valuable that people don't even notice your palms, they only notice your results. I'm 26 and the version of me that was victim is dead. Stop waiting for the miracle. Take control. Take control of your condition so you can take control of your life. Hit the gym, build the business, and go after the life you actually want. I'm Love Mason. We are in the trenches together. I am moving towards the top. Are you coming with me? If yes, subscribe.